Welcome to the Offspring of a Single Mom, a podcast where I open the chapters of my life honestly, softly, and from the strength I learned from the woman who raised me. I can't believe it's my third episode. Yay! Okay, so I took some notes. My friend, my very good friend who likes to watch my podcast from the beginning to the end, she actually gave me some reviews. She told me about my settings. She told me to check out some videos, adjust your settings, do it like this, do it like that. I hope you're watching, girl. Shout out to Buki. I love you. I love this new setup. I just changed a few angles and I'm loving it. Meanwhile, I'm recording alone for the first time. Um, this week has been a roller coaster. I don't even know. I didn't feel like recording, honestly, but I knew that I had an obligation. And that is why I've not actually put like a particular date to it that, okay, I'll be dropping videos on this particular day because my schedule can be crazy. And this is as good as it gets. So I'm so excited today. I don't know. This happiness is contagious. I hope you watched the last episode and I hope it resonates with you. Anyway, I'm going to be talking more about my adulthood today. And the last time I stopped at where my dad passed and, how my relationship life. I'm not sure if I'm ready to dive into my relationship life because it has been very messy. And, I feel like a lot of times I project the love my father failed to give me when I was young onto the men that I meet. And I love too hard. I expect too much and get less. It's been crazy. I'm not sure I'm ready to dive into that. But let me tell you about how I navigated life after uni. So I'm back from school in 2017 December. So I came back 2017 December from uni. I schooled in Ghana, in case you don't know. So I came back in 2017 and I didn't really know what to do in my life. After going to see my dad in January, I went back to Ibadan from Lagos. And sometimes I feel like that was my biggest mistake. I shouldn't have gone back to Ibadan. But a lot of times I'm like, you see, this God, eh? God has a reason. God knows what He's doing. He knows how to just orchestrate things to work in your favor. I believe so. So I went back to Ibadan. I did all sort of jobs. I was still living with my mom in a face me, I face you. Meanwhile, so I'm like, oh my god, I just left uni. I can't believe I'm back to this shitty house. Like, I don't deserve this. This is not me. Like, it was just a lot. And then I was thinking, I was like, well, what am I gonna do? Okay, so I spoke with my ex-boyfriend then, and he told me to, go to a French school. Like, at least you keep yourself busy till NYSC comes. Hmm. And that was where my journey started. I enrolled at Alliance Francaise Ibadan and I started attending that school. And I met a lot of great people that we are still friends to today. And I started my cleaning business while I was in that school. I remember printing a flyer and taking it to class and telling everybody that, guys, I'm starting a cleaning company rather. Like this. I was so excited. I can never forget my teacher then, Mademoiselle Rose. No, Madame Rose. She was married. Madame Rose, Monsieur Jean. They were so beautiful. Like Madame Muti. Oh, I love you. They were so beautiful and accommodating. They were good people. They were encouraging. Like they saw the fire in me. They saw what I did not even see myself. I remember my classmates, Ellen, Engineer Deyemo, I forgot seeing the name of the rest. Like Taiwo. Taiwo was my very good friend. Oh, I wonder where she is now. We didn't really keep in touch. I miss you guys so much. We had so much fun at Alliance. And before then, well, while I was in Alliance, I was doing all sort of things. I was selling food from home. I was doing pepper soup. I was selling stewed snail. I was just juggling a lot of things. I was doing distributor for Ankara. Like somebody was selling Ankara. One of my family friend there in the restaurant, yeah, she was selling Ankara, and I was like, I'll sell these Ankaras for you. How much am I gonna get? That time you get 500 naira on every 6 yard that you sell. And I'm like, I'm up for it. Like, let's see. I started contacting all the people I knew when I was in Ghana that are probably Nigerians that would love the fabric. And I saw, funny enough, I remember Chinedu even buying from me. He bought about 20 something yards because he wanted to use it for his wedding. As at then, I was so, in fact, I was super excited, over the moon. Like I sold and then I got my 500. And I remember selling to one man too then that I met. And I remember the man saying that he does not usually wear native, but he's going to support me. And he sent 35,000 naira to me. I can never forget. Don't want to mention his name. He's a public figure. So I remember doing all sort of things before finding exactly what I want to do. In the course of finding myself, I did a lot. Like I did a lot, selling this, selling that. As long as it's legit and I don't have to sell my body for money, I'm definitely gonna do it. So I remember starting my cleaning company. It was like a joke, guys. I'm starting a cleaning company. My first customer was my director in Alliance Francaise. He gave me a suit to launder, and that was how I started laundry. I started laundry business. Yeah, when I started my cleaning company, we were doing laundry first. It was really interesting. Those were good days. I was so hardworking. I took after my mom. Guys, so after a couple of months, I think I did not get any customer for my cleaning company. It was just crazy. I was just there, still posting online, opened an Instagram page. I was still posting, still doing my thing, hoping that I get a customer. But I was doing laundry already as at then because it was easy. I was just telling people around me and they were giving it to me. Cleaning was not really a thing as at then. There were already people doing it because I remember I was following one lady in Lagos, El Nino Cleaning. I was always looking at her page as at then. Very few people were into the cleaning industry as at then, unlike now that is now everywhere. Yeah. So I remember like going through the ladies page, always, following some people like Smile Express Factory. Those were the Niger brand chick of then. Before Niger brand chick now came, I think I found Niger brand chick around 2019 or so, and then I started following her as well. And I remember there was a lady, Bees with Eyes. She was just starting. She lives in Germany, and she was just starting a consulting company as at then. And she wanted to do free consultation for business owners. She DM'd me because she saw one of my comments on Niger Branch's page. So she DM'd me and she told me, "Oh, do this, do that. Why don't you do this, do that?" And then she called me on video call. Like she was like, "Is it fine if I call you?" I'm like, "Yeah." I remember I was in my mom's house and there was no light when she called me. I was even about to take a shower. I turned on my flashlight. I was like, yeah, I was I turned on my flashlight and I was using one hand to like make the other video, like just to, for her to see me and I could see her like, listen to what she was saying. And she gave me the idea of complimentary cleaning. I never thought about it. And she was like, "Have you tried to do complimentary cleaning? Why don't you clean for people for free? I noticed that on your page you don't have real life videos, do this, do that." And that was how I started planning how to do a complimentary cleaning. I needed staff, and where I was staying then, remember, is a face me, I face you. There were guys in the house. There were guys in the house that were friends. I'm like, "You guys, what do you think? I have this complimentary cleaning idea. I want to take you guys with me. Are you down?" I think we were paying as a 1.5 then. I think 1,000 or 1.5. Then I took all of them as a 2019 to a complimentary cleaning. I made so many videos. Okay, but this was how I got the complimentary cleaning this thing though. I actually sent a message to Smile Express Factory that I would like to give it like two people a complimentary cleaning, and the DM was flooded. And she was like, "I'm going to post it on my page, but look through the comment section. You can pick whoever you like." I'm like, "Okay." So she posted it on her page. I looked through her comment section, and I picked like a couple of people. Meanwhile, a lot of people DM'd me. I'm like, so all these people that DM'd me, they need cleaning service. And I've been in this city since, and nobody even ever reached out to me. Nobody found my page. That's the power of social media. So that was how I started getting inquiries. A lot of people DM'd me. So even when I tell them that, "Oh, sorry, we've already gotten somebody, like we picked the winners already," they'll be like, "Okay, but how much will you clean my space? How much will you clean my space?" So eventually I picked two people and we did complimentary cleaning for them. There was this family then, just came back from UK, they had a baby, and the house was so dusty. It was around 4 bedroom duplex. I even went to rent a vacuum somewhere in Okeado. Damn, guys, that was how I got my first real life pictures and I started posting them. I also got a client. The first client I got officially for my company was a $20,000 a 20,000 naira, a 20,000 naira cleaning, and the person was like from a church member because I used to go to different churches then to drop flyers. I'll go to different church on Sundays. I'll drop flyers. I'll talk to the people like in the media space, like in the church. I'll talk to them. I'll drop my flyers all around, just to get customer. And somebody found my flyer, and I think it was even a referral. Someone I knew from the church told somebody, and then they called me, and then that's how I got my first job. And the rest is history. Anyway, the cleaning company has shaped me. It has helped me. I learned how to grow. I learned a whole lot running that company. I still run the company like today, but like it has grown from where I knew it. And believe me when I tell you that this business changed my life. I never actually thought about learning any crafts because I wanted to be in the 9 to 5 space. That was my dream. I wanted to be a human resource professional in a multinational company. I saw myself as a global HR. Like that was my future goal. I wanted to do all of that, but Nigeria happened. I came back from school, applied to a lot of jobs. Meanwhile, while I was running my cleaning company, was not making a lot of money then. I did NYSC. I was posted to Edo, but I redeployed back to Ibadan because I'd already started my business then. I served in 2019/2020, batch A, and I met quite a number of people. NYC also helped me. I got customers along the line. Then I had a boyfriend. Then it was crazy. I've come a long way. I can't even believe it. My business is going to be 8 years this year. Can you imagine that? And I was able to rent my mom a good space. I've been able to rent myself a good space. I've done a lot of things just from making this one decision of starting this business. Glory be to God. It can only be God, for real. It is not by my power. I'm so grateful for how far I've come. I'm so grateful for where I'm going. And this is why I keep saying that you are the writer and the author of your story. You choose what you want your story or your life to be like. Being raised by a single mom is not the end of the world. It is how you maneuver that situation and turn it into, something great that actually matters. Yeah. And a lot of people are still going to come back to this video. I'm recording this video February 20 February 2026, February 20, is it 22nd or so? 22nd, 2026. And I know that in the next 2 to 3 years, I'm going to be a global speaker. I'm going to be a whole lot of things that I dream for myself. And people are still going to come back to this video and say, oh, yeah, I watched that podcast. Thank you for listening to The Offspring of a Single Mom. If today's episode inspires you, touched you, or resonates with you, or reminds you of your own journey, kindly share this with somebody. I am Marilyn Taribo, and this is only the beginning. Until next time, keep becoming.